I'm Andrew Schnitker here with Pack TV, bringing you NC State Women's Club Rugby against App State here at Upper Method Road Field today, here with guest announcer Aaliyah Settleton. Aaliyah, what can we expect to see in this game?
So in this game, we expect to see definitely a lot of hard running. The Pack will definitely come with a lot of speed, but we also have a really big forwards pack. And so what they're going to bring is that physicality to the game that we know App State really doesn't like. So expect to see some nice hits, some beautiful runs, and a lot of open space tackles. Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you know about App State's team? What will they bring to this game today?
So they have a lot of speed back there, but they also have a lot of youth right now. A few of their more veteran players, of course, graduated. That happens every year, but we're definitely going to be looking to hopefully capitalize on some of that inexperience and take advantage of sometimes when, they're not prepared. So right here, we're starting off the game with a ruck. And App State is trying to get the ball out. The Wolfpack is really trying to smother all attempts, and we've got the ball, it looks like.
Looks like the Wolfpack attackers are really using their size and physicality to win possession of that ball.
They are. Our forwards really like to get that ball and just crash right in between where some of our smaller players on App State are. And we're already threatening. Oh, unfortunate. So it looks like the Wolfpack will do a scrum here to reset the play.
Do we have a knock on?
Yep. Looks like App has the ball, so it'll be their put in. And so what the Wolfpack is looking to do here is to steal the ball. Our number 2, Lainey McKnight, she's really good and really adept at being able to steal the opposition's ball, especially during scrums.
For those watching at home who don't know, a knock-on, you're not allowed to pass the ball forward in rugby, but a knock-on is when you inadvertently do so by deflecting the ball forward with your arm, and it's the same, it results in a scrum.
Mm-hmm. It's very similar to a fumble in football.
From what I've read, it usually is the case that the team that's awarded the scrum is the one that comes up with the ball. It's very difficult to get the scrum if you're on the other side.
Yes. But as I said, luckily we have a really good hooker. As she's done now, she's stolen the ball back. Looks like there was some difficulty getting that ball out of the scrum. We'll see what the sir has us do now. So it looks like they're going to re-scrum again. And it is a Wolfpack put in. Oh, take it back. It's actually App State put in.
So they're just resetting the original scrum.
Yes. Looks like we've won it. Oh, lies. They got it. So it looks like the Pack has really got them worried right now. Strong tackling today.
Now, Aaliyah, is it 6 tackles before the ball is awarded back to the other team when you have possession of it?
Typically there's no count. So in theory, you could go completely down the line, back again. You could, do as many as maybe like 30 or 40 tries in theory if you wanted to. There's no set number before it has to go back to the other team. Mm-hmm. If you have it, you can keep it as long as you can keep possession of it. This appears to be a penalty kick. Number 17 for the Wolfpack, Kyra Cater, is back to pick up the ball in case it comes out her way. And App State is going to do a little safe. And number 13, third-year vet, Guste Rubicate, is out. There we go. Beautiful try. So that's a quick 5 points on the board for the Wolfpack. We'll see how this kick goes.
It's a beautiful run by her there as she's able to just secure that catch and showcase her speed and power to get it into the end zone.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing she's definitely really adept at, being able to use her speed to get around people. And the kick is no good. That was a very good start for the Wolfpack, I would say. That's definitely how you want to come out in your first home match for sure. Definitely being able to get the ball, smother your opponent as best you can, and then being able to get that ball back and score in a quick fashion.
It's a really dominant start here for NC State. Now, when you're going for the extra point here, the ball is placed from the point of where you got the try. So
Exactly.
If it's from off to the side or a tough angle, the extra point kicking in rugby can actually be very difficult.
Yes. And so that's typically why, especially if there's just you're wide open, you skate into your try, people will usually ask that you can line it up right behind the try post, because that's a little bit of an easier kick than, say, over on the side where you're looking more for an angle. That looks like our Swedish player, Rebecca Sundell. Oh, and it's off to Brittany Carson. And Becky's got it again. Oh, there's Courtney. Number 6, I believe. There we go. And that was rookie Amanda Bentley right there, number 7. So now they're going to get to the back line. See if we can get it out. Oh, there's Lainey McKnight trying to do the best she can to get the ball out. And Goose has the ball again. She's running through. Strong and powerful.
Goose definitely showcasing a lot of power there.
Oh, yeah.
A very strong player, able to break through a tackle, and it takes multiple App State defenders to bring her down.
It does. And what the Wolfpack wants to do here is get the ball out to their wings right now, so they're 17 and they're number 11, because that's where we have probably our most speed. But there goes Rebecca Sundell. We call her Becky on the team. She's just taking it in for a try, and she lined it up perfectly right behind the try post. So this will be an easy kick, or should be. And that kick is good, so that's an added 2 points for the Wolfpack.
Chip shot, as they say in football.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely a great start for NC State.
So with what we've seen from the pack so far with this strong start, if you're App State, what can you try to do, or what would you hope to try to do to neutralize some of what's been so effective for NC State thus far in this game?
So really what you want to do in this situation, they're going to have to find a way to slow down the pace of this game just a little bit. And they need to be able to, not only when they have possession of the ball, they need to be able to capitalize on that by trying to keep it away, or getting out of people's hands as quickly as possible. So they have to do some fast hands to get it down their line. They need to break some of the monotony and get around some of the bigger pack players that we have. So there's the kick, and Becky's got it again. She's coming up the field, looking for friends. Oh, and that is Kalia Phillips, one of our rookie wings. Oh, she's breaking away. Let's see if she can. Oh, and the offload. Nice. And they're still going. They need to get off of that sideline, though. Could be dangerous there. And that's Sarah Bowman.
You mentioned it's dangerous to be on the sideline there. Why is that so?
So it's a little bit more dangerous just because if the opposition, so say App State has the shot of like having you right up against that basically sideline, they can push you out or they can better tackle you outside of that, and the ball would go to them and they would do a line out, which is another way of kind of restarting the play. The same with the scrum.
So basically, if you're hit out of bounds there, then then it basically becomes a turnover.
Exactly. And that looks to be the case over there now. It looks like they're about to start a line out. Or, nope, looks like a scrum. And so our back line appears to be getting in a flat line, signifying that we're in a defensive line at this point, and it will be apps put in. All right, and here we go. And you can tell the crowd is really starting to get into the game a little bit more. It's exactly what you want to feel and hear when it's a home game.
Absolutely. Crowd can always be a big factor in an event like this.
Definitely.
And we've seen the popularity of rugby increase over the last several months with its debut as an Olympic sport this summer. And speaking with Coach Adrian Edwards this week, he mentioned it's really opened the eyes of a lot of prospective players who wanted to give rugby a try.
Definitely. When we were recruiting earlier this year, it was definitely a lot easier being able to talk to people and say, hey, do you know about rugby? And they're like, yeah, I saw it in the Olympics. It just makes our job a little bit easier and a little bit funner being able to speak with them about that. And so now we see the pack is on the move again, trying to get it out to, again, Kyra Cater. Oh, and an unfortunate knock. Ugh. So that'll be another scrum to App.
NC State's done a great job thus far of being able to get possessions off these scrums for App when they are called for a penalty. So
definitely. And a lot of that comes from not only just having a strong push from that front line or that front row, but additionally it's the work of our hooker in there, Lainey McKnight. I tell you, she was really good at being able to kick that ball and get it back to us. So that's always a plus having her on the field. Looks like App's got that one. Let's get those tackles, ladies. Ooh, monster tackle there by Goose. And we've got the ball back. It's great to see. Looks like possibly Courtney Holmes has that ball. Oh, and that's Megan Davidson going in. Strong run in there. That's a big crash. And Becky with that nice, oh, that lovely step. Good God. And that quick pop. See if they can get it in. And there she goes again. There it is. That's another 5 points for the Pack.
Seems to be no stopping, no slowing down this Wolfpack offense with its speed and power. Just able to push its way through this App State defense.
And that's definitely something the past few years since we've been under our head coach, Jeff Summers, it's been something that he's been teaching us, trying to definitely get into our heads. You know, we've got to have a fast start. And once we get started, you can't really stop us based on how we play and our philosophy of playing. So it's kudos to him and definitely to this Wolfpack team. This is very strong. And that's good. It's another 2 points.
Another easy setup there on the extra point for the Wolfpack.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're the Pack here, having built such a big early lead, what are you looking to do to maintain that? Because as we've seen in many a sporting event, momentum is something that can shift. You definitely don't ever want to let up, even with a big lead like this.
Definitely. So what the Pack is they want to continue to, start out really strong. When they get the ball off these kickoffs like they have now, they have to continue running hard at them, having people there in support for any offloads or any rucks. They can't really afford to just sit back on their heels and allow App State to come back into this because they can capitalize. It's possible for any team. We've seen upsets before. This is NC State, so they've definitely got to stay proactive in this. We've got the ball back. Okay, trying to get to that wing again. Oh, Kalia's got some space, and she's going. Oh, she might just have it all the way down the field. Oh, wow. Oh, and she hands it off to Goose. Let's see what we're doing there. Oh, and they lost the ball. Unfortunate. Kind of a little bit of a mess there. That's a penalty on State, so they need to get back.
Let's talk about keeping momentum on your side. It's unfortunate NC State had such a great early run there to move the ball down the field and then turns it over.
Definitely. And those are moments like there you really have to be careful about that because all it takes is, one missed tackle or, one mistake, one knock on. And that can really change the shift of a game entirely. Oh, those are some missed tackles. Oh, wow. A little bit better. So they're losing ground now just a little bit. NC State is. They need to take a break and just kind of refocus themselves, it appears.
Yeah, definitely, obviously, a lot of time left on this game. The Pack don't want to let up. They really need to circle the wagons here and get back to what was going so well for them earlier.
Definitely. But even though that breakaway run by Kalia Phillips did not necessarily turn out as well as we thought it would, it really helps you down the long run because it makes that App State defender just a little bit more wary of trying to go and tackle you. Anytime you get the ball and you have a little bit of space on them or you give them one little juke, that messes with your mind. It's definitely a major moment where they have to reconsider going forward anything that you do. So it'll be good in the long run trying to see how that matchup over on the far wing will work out.
Definitely.
Looks like App State just needs a little bit of a break right now. So they're taking a water break. Halves. 40-minute halves. What? Yeah. The only times it stops is halftime.
Rebecca.
We'll have two 40-minute halves here for you today, folks. It is a running clock, so even like during now as during a water break, the clock will be running. Only stops at halftime. So, as we say, time marches on.
Yep. Definitely the case in a rugby game, for sure. Looks like they're switching out Kalia Phillips on the far end for Rebecca Miles. That will be number 20, I believe. Yes, that's number 20.
I wish she's been running up and down that field today.
Oh, yeah.
Today, it seems like she could definitely use a break, and it is a warm one here today, folks.
It is. It is quite toasty out. So it looks like we're setting up for another scrum now. A little bit past about midfield. Looks to be an App State ball. Yep. Oh, wow, and that collapsed. That's never a good thing when the scrum collapses on you. Doesn't feel good, and it doesn't look good either. So one thing, if the Pack can get the ball here, one thing you want to look towards is the play of this wing closer to us, Kyra Cater, number 17. App State likes to play their wing a little bit closer to the field, and so she's leaving that sideline a little bit open, what we call the touch line. She's leaving that wide open, and if the Pack is able to get the ball, they should definitely look to give the ball to Kyra so she can skate up that line and score another try, hopefully.
There's some open space there to utilize her speed and get the ball down the field.
Definitely. Yeah, one thing we've never really lacked for is speed on the outside, and that's always a good thing to have. Looks like we've got the ball. Yep, we've got the ball. Trying to take advantage of that far side. Oh, wow. Who is that? That is Keely, number 15. That is our fullback, Keely Moore. What a run. It looks like the Wolfpack's going to try to power that in with a couple forward plays. See how that works out. And they're trying to get it out now. If they can get out wide to Kyra, they're golden. Up, and they just might be able to do it. Oh, and they can! Can she do it? Oh, she does! What a score! And that's another 5 points.
Yeah, really some nice speed and agility there. It shows off her elusiveness with that cut to the inside to get that try in. And as we said, that play really set up by Keely Moore with that beautiful run down the field. The App State defense just seems to have no answer for the Wolfpack attack here.
Yeah, and when you have a big run like that, it really just opens up a defense a lot more, because not only do you have to run back and get in defense for that one play, but now you find yourself completely back on your heels. You're really struggling, and it's a great thing for an offense to be able to take advantage of, just like we did here.
Well, it definitely seems like there'd be a little bit of a mental aspect to that as well. If you're App State, you've seen NC State getting these big runs, almost you're a little hesitant, a little cautious to try to make those tackles for fear of having the attackers blow by you.
Maggie! Is that good? Was the kick good? Okay. Oh.
Go, Brittany!
All right, that's Brittany Carson, number 5. Uh-oh, a little bit of confusion in the pack right now. Oh, and they lost the ball.
So it's like a little bit of sloppiness right there.
Just a little bit. Mm-hmm.
The pack bobbled the kickoff and then were able to recover, but then loses the ball right there.
Definitely. Yeah, and that's definitely the stuff that you want to limit as much as possible, especially when you have such a big lead as this. Any chances that you're going to give App to come back into this, you really want to limit those. They're getting that ball out. They're trying to get out wide again. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, that ball was muffed a little bit. Over Goose has a little bit of space, so she's going sideways a little bit. Try to cut in there a little bit. He's going back to the forwards, trying to see if they can crash in, take advantage of the little bit more scattered defense that we're seeing now. And Becky might be able to do it. Oh, and she's got a step on her. That's another try for our new Swedish player, Becky Sundell.
I mentioned Becky as a Swedish player. Yep. You see her on that beautiful run there. What does she bring to this Wolfpack lineup?
Well, Becky, she's actually a foreign exchange student that we have this semester, and she's played rugby for quite a while now. She had a shot to play and actually does play for the Swedish national team. So she brings a lot of experience, a lot of really good quality play that we've been able to not only take advantage of in game situations, but also learn from on our end. And so having her has been a huge asset for us. As you can see by today's play, she's really been killing it.
Would you say not only in what she brings to the lineup on the field, but has she been able to, you mentioned her time with the Swedish national team, kind of mentor the other Wolfpack players, kind of pass on some of the things she's learned,
Definitely.
Be a little bit more of a teacher in this lineup as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely more of like a mentor. Definitely been taking on some more leadership abilities, especially within the past few months. We've really seen her blossom to a great player coach, if you will, on the team.
And those can be very important to have because your coach is obviously a good leader too, but oftentimes when you've got a veteran player like that, your own age is as you said, a coach player. It's somebody that for the players can even relate to a little bit more and
Definitely.
Bring the team closer together.
Definitely. And that's why we really take advantage of our captains who are on the field as well. That experience and some of that leadership, especially on the field, either when you're up by like 100 something odd points or whether you're down a ton to none or something like that. It's really helpful either way, just to help you regulate your emotions, make sure that you're still locked in and ready to go.
Well, in my email exchanges with Coach this week, he mentioned this is a very close-knit group, and it looks to be that that's benefited on the field. Looks like a very cohesive unit out there for the Wolfpack today.
Definitely. And we definitely try to like hone in on creating a family per se. We want to make sure that people feel comfortable not only when they get on the field, but when they're just around rugby people in general. We want to make that culture where it's not just about having fun on Saturday. Oh my God! Look at Brittany Carson skating down the field. Whoa! Oh, that stiff arm was monster though. So they're going to try again with Megan Davidson, one of our big old props there. She's muscling through them.
It looks like this Wolfpack attack really is a nice combination of speed on the outside to really stretch the field and move the ball down, but also power and break through those tackles and get by the defenders.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like here like we have a little injury going on, so they're going to take a moment just to see about that. Looks to be all right. So it looks like we'll get back to the play pretty soon. But definitely balance is something that we want on our team. Based on, our tough conference that we have with UNC, ECU, UVA, teams like that, you definitely want to be able to regulate yourself as much as possible and not rely on just one unit over another. We want to be able to use our back line and use our forward pack to the best of our ability. And so using that power and then adding that speed element there to it has really just paid off dividends for us.
And you mentioned that tough conference, and I know there's definitely a high level of competition, but the team feels good about their prospects this season, have set lofty goals. They aim to advance past the conference playoffs this year and play. You mentioned UNC and UVA, both of whom went to the semifinals and finals of the national tournament last year.
Mm-hmm. And so, it's definitely going to be a hard goal to accomplish, but I think with this unit we can do it, especially when we're looking towards our spring schedule. We're going to be bringing back a lot of our vets, a few of which were injured over the course of the last spring. So we're going to bring back a lot of our really quick members there, especially in the back line. So we're looking to have a much stronger team. We're going to be even better than we are now. And, you see the score, and that's remarkable in itself. So I think we can take them this year. UNC has had some leadership loss, and, of course, one of their best players, I think, has gone on and graduated now. So we're looking to capitalize on that and take as best advantage as we can of our conference and go to the top.
Any team should have high expectations of themselves, and I think that, while it can create pressure, I think that also definitely could instill a great sense of confidence in these players that could also help them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we want to make sure that they're pumped up as best we can, make sure they have that confidence to get on the field because they can do it. We've seen it. We see it today that it's there. The ability is there from this team. Even just then, Courtney Holmes right there getting not just the tackle but the ball back as well. So let's see what the pack can do at the ball here. Oh, and there's Lily Soliday. And a muscle in there. They're getting it out to that back line. There we go. Let's see if they can get the Goose. Maybe number 1, Jasmine Gary there on the side. It's another rookie wing that we have. And so sometimes you got to do the slow and steady wins the race kind of approach. Especially when you're doing a lot of like pods, which the forwards are doing now. So you'll have like a little bit of more breakaway, and then you'll have like these little incremental steps.
And just try to push the pile forward.
Exactly.
Move that ball closer to the end zone.
Looks like they might have it here. And there we go. Another Wolfpack try.
And the beat goes on for this Wolfpack offense. Now, you mentioned Courtney Holmes there in that drive. I believe she just returned to this lineup from studying abroad in Russia. Coach mentioned her as a very versatile player, able to play every position, and just a great tackler who can read the game well, and she's very aggressive scrum half and flanker for this team.
Yeah. Actually, she got back from Australia, I believe. Yeah, that's what it was, Australia. So she's been down under for a little bit, and it's nice having her back because not only does she bring, experiences being a scrum half, as being a back, but as you said, she's got experience being a flanker. And so it's nice having that ability, that great tackling, very solid in what she does. And she takes a lot of pride in her work, and so we're really happy to have her back. We can tell that she was really focused and paying attention all her time in Australia because, as we have learned, she was actually playing rugby over there too. So she's been teaching us a couple of things. It's been fun having her back in the lineup.
So able to learn a little Australian rugby and bring some pointers back to the lineup. So it seems like you guys have gotten a lot of kind of feedback from different parts of the globe this season to really improve on your technique.
Yeah, and that's definitely what you want. I mean, rugby is one of those international sports where, there are certain countries that have been doing rugby a long time, and so the U.S. being one of the more newer ones, if you will, you can definitely learn things from those who have studied abroad a little bit and have had experience playing rugby. Actually, a couple years back, we had a foreign exchange student from France. We called her Frenchie. Her name was Lauren. And so we learned a lot from her. Oh, and there goes Goose again. Oh, my God. Wow, she is gone. They cannot stop her right there. There is no answer for her. That's another Wolfpack try.
And again, that just burner speed down the field that this Wolfpack lineup possesses. And App State has no answer. You see her almost look like she was maybe going to be brought down there, but she's able to break the tackle and just keep going.
Well, I mean, that tackle in itself was more of a hands tackle. I mean, it looked like they were holding hands for a minute. And, you got to have your fundamentals down. Like, you can't tackle somebody like that and expect to get them down. And, things like that, the way that we're trained to run right through that. We're not going to stop for, lackluster play. We're going to keep on going. We're going to power through, keep our feet moving. And as you saw there, it works to success near about every time.
Fundamentals of tackling correctly, obviously very important in this game and part of what's hurting App State right now.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of it is, as you said, it's a lot of missed tackles, just missed assignments, and they kind of crowd in when they're on defense. They don't really spread their line as best they could, and so things like that, that's really hurting them. They could take advantage, if they could start doing better, I guess, taking advantage of that. It probably wouldn't necessarily be as much of a runaway score, but, until App shows that they can correct those mistakes, the Wolfpack is just going to keep on rolling through.
Well, and you see, too, as you mentioned, kind of crowding in on defense. When you crowd in on one player, one part of the field like that, it opens up another part of the field and opens up space for another player. And with the speed this Wolfpack lineup possesses, it's definitely not something you want to do.
Definitely. And there goes Maddie Adams. 21. She's another one that possesses a lot of strength and power, but she's a very versatile player. She's one of our best jumpers we have, and she is amazing. That was a little bit of an ugly throw there. Oh, goodness. Goose has that ball again. Let's see if she can get to the wing. Oh, a little bit of sloppy play here by the Pack. Let's see if we can correct that. Not really making any forward momentum. There's that pick off the ruck. And another thing that we haven't touched on yet is just how powerful the Wolfpack has been in these rucking situations. They've really been able to dominate there. Oh, that was a knock on there. That's unfortunate.
As I mentioned, doing my rugby research, I read most of the time the team that's getting the put-in wins the scrum, but if you were watching this game as your first rugby game, you would know that you would not think that is the case because, as you said, the Wolfpack's power in these scrums has enabled them to win the ball on almost every time.
Yeah, it's really about that first push. I mean, that initial push that you give can really set the tone for the entire scrum. And so not only is that initial push really strong, but the drive that goes with it. I mean, if you listen really closely, you can hear the players just saying, okay, drive 2, 3. Drive 2, 3. And so that rhythm, that repetitiveness, it keeps them all on one accord. While App, you're kind of fumbling around like, oh my God, like, wait, I'm not on yours. What am I doing? So it kind of just messes up their rhythm, but it keeps us on ours. So we've really been able to take advantage of this. I mean, this is really great play by the Pack today.
You said, well, then you see that power that has enabled them to move through the middle of the field and break tackles, blow by defenders. So definitely makes sense that would benefit them well in these rucking situations as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Now, are these players just strong on their own, strong in general, or is off-field training, fitness training, strength training something that this team really emphasizes for its players?
It's a little bit of both. I think naturally some of our players, what we really want to do is encourage them and make them feel confident in their own skills. A lot of these players are just strong in their own right. It just takes, somebody saying, you can do it. It's okay that you're a girl. You're strong. Like, use that ability that you have. Use your body for what it's there for. And so we're able to capitalize on that. And then, of course, we do look into conditioning and making sure that we're lifting and we're getting our fitness in, because those are the skills that are going to help us get better. Oh, there we go. A little confusion. There goes Keeley running down the sideline. Let's see what she can do with it. For 14. There we go. Oh, and rookie Jasmine Gary. That was a small run, but it was nice. And then that's number 6. Courtney Holmes again. It was an ugly offload, but it's fine. As long as we can keep possession of the ball, it's okay.
You mentioned the danger of getting too close to the sideline there. You watch
Right.
even more so than trying to advance it down the field. The Wolfpack progressively try to move the ball sideways there, more towards the middle of the field, and they are able to do that and get out of danger on the sideline.
Definitely. They are just powering through today. No opposition, really. Little confusion there. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. And there goes that crowd again, really into it today. Here we go with another scrum. That's an Aho scrum, or App State. We used to play on Aho Road. That's why we call them Aho. But it looks like the Pack has won the ball again. Looks like there was a penalty of some sort. So App State is getting back because the penalty was on them. So let's see how the Wolfpack capitalizes on this situation here. Right, so they're leading with rookie Alex Fisk. God, such domination in those rucks. App State isn't even putting up any kind of opposition at all. And they're having no issues at all getting the ball out wide. Oh, and that did not stop her at all. She is going. And that is the half right there.
No, very dominating first half for the Wolfpack. They're able to keep possession of the ball, continue to run it down the field and score. I mean, App State barely was able to even get any possession of the ball there, so
Definitely.
we'll look to see the Wolfpack continue to take control of that in the second half.
Okay.
Welcome back to Upper Method Road field here. We about to start the second half in this game between NC State Women's Club Rugby and Appalachian State. And NC State leads 45-0 at the half. I'm here with guest announcer Aaliyah Singleton. Aaliyah, what did you see in that first half that really allowed NC State to dominate so much?
I think it was a lot of just App State's inability to really be able to set that defensive tone, to be able to set a good line right there. They're really young right here, and so you can really see their immaturity playing here pretty pronounced. So the Wolfpack's been able to just kind of run around them, use their physicality on them, their physical strength and their fitness, and they've been able to really just take charge and dominate this game. Oh, a lot of miscommunication right there. So that'll be a scrum right there, presumably for App State. And so with the second half starting up, the Wolfpack definitely wants to keep that intensity up. Definitely do not take that foot off the gas at all. Even though App is young, they still have the ability to get back into the game. And so the Wolfpack's really going to have to stay focused in this and continue to score to keep this, from getting to be any kind of real game for App.
Absolutely, yeah. You definitely want to keep momentum on your side. Do not want to let up here. Just finish out your victory and carry into your next game.
Exactly. And speaking of which, we actually we were at Greensboro last weekend at Guilford. We were able to play Elon and Guilford, and so we've been able to take those two wins and be able to really just power through and take that same intensity, take that physicality, and be able to continue with that trend of just winning and dominating teams.
So momentum really on the side of the Wolfpack here in this early season.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. And even their scrum, like when they get into these scrums, the Wolfpack's positions, the way that their backs are so low to the ground and their legs are propped back the way they are, that gives you a really strong position to be able to really drive through and just really be able to use everybody's muscle as one. So it's almost like App State is hitting a rock that just moves all at one. So while we have like literally 8 bodies, they are all moving together and they've united their strength. So it's a really difficult task for App to be able to really go up against that in a scrum. And that, I think, is why we've seen App really struggle in scrums today. And they're blowing this up again. There appears to be some issues going on in the scrum. It appears it might be on App's part as the ref, or call him sir, he's talking to them about it right now. So it appears there's something going up with possibly the front row.
Another factor in this game, it appears NC State carrying a much larger bench than App here today, so
definitely
fatigue could start to be a factor as well for the Mountaineers in this one.
Oh yeah, and you've definitely seen that to be a thing. The Wolfpack's been switching out their players routinely throughout the game, and you really haven't seen that as much on App's part. And it looks like Becky Sundell is again taking advantage of this penalty play on App, and she is just going down the field. She is gone for another try. Wow.
As you said, showcasing that speed. And again, fresh bodies. If you're the Wolfpack, you definitely want to take advantage of that ability to switch guys in and be able to get fresh bodies on the field.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely makes it makes it a whole lot easier when you have a fresh body. They get the ball, and they're just running down the field for days. It's a lot easier to do that than, if you've been playing 40 minutes at a time and you're exhausted. You haven't had any time to come out at all. So it's really a game of just fatigue and who can hold out the longest in this one.
Definitely.
And, that it doesn't really help that App is down by so much, too, because, it definitely weighs on you when you're down by a lot and you still have to play through it. I mean, it's a lot to go through mentally. So I think right now we're seeing both the mental and the physical battle that they're going through.
Yeah, it seems like, especially out here today in the heat, you can see frustration start to set in.
So there's that kick. And it appears Amanda Bentley, maybe? Oh, wow. There's Jill, one of our rookies this year, just running through. And they're getting the ball out wide to their backs again. It's Liz Collins, our inside center. Oh, there we go, Bowman. All right. And they've got it out to the wing. See what she can do. Oh, wow. It's a great tackle on App's part. But again, Becky's got the ball. They're really worried now. You can tell. Now Goose has it. As you can see, App State's really, clustered right now. And so if the Wolfpack is able to get the ball out at all to maybe number 15, Caitlin Grosky, they might have shot right here. Let's see what they can do. Okay. That's a strong ruck there. There goes Alex Fisk. She can cut in. She might have something. There goes Hannah Garmer. They're pushing her out of bounds. Okay, no, they were able to keep it in. Oh, and that's a knock. Well, there's Alyssa Weston going in, another rookie. She's powering through it. And now they're getting it out to the backs again. Little mess there. See if we can clean it up a little bit. And they've got the ball out wide. She's got that. She's got it for days. Oh, she break down. And there's a score. By looks like Lainey McKnight, I believe, with that white scrum cap. That's another 5 points for the Wolfpack.
NC State again, showing off that power. We definitely didn't see as many of the big open runs there. We saw a couple short runs, but able to just continually move that pile forward and push through the App State defense.
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely with the fatigue that's starting to set in on App's part, it will eventually open up some more lanes probably for the backliners. But what you want to do is when they're so tired, it's so easy to use your forwards, just allow them to get the ball and just methodically just, crash through the lines. And it kind of helps everybody to stay regulated, make sure that they're not getting too exhausted or anything. It's an easy way to just get down the field and really just work on your defense. It really works the defense, and it makes them struggle a little bit more because you have to put so much in when a forward crashes the ball.
Definitely. Especially with their inability to substitute for the most part. There's probably some App State players hurting out there today.
I'm sure. A lot of the times players will try to play through, little small things typically. There's something like, you just feel an ache or a pain or maybe you have shin splints. When I play, I have horrible shin splints sometimes. But sometimes those are things you got to play through, especially when you don't have the I guess, the resources to be able to go through and ask for another person to come in. You kind of have to play through those ones, and that weighs on your mind. So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on, I think, for App right now, and none of them are really playing to their strengths or their advantage. To Alex Fisk again. Looks like the pack is really going through, trying to use those fronts. They're getting out to the backs. Let's see how far out they can get it. They've got the Goose. Oh, and Caitlin's got the ball. She is running. Oh, they got her out of bounds. Oh, wow. So that'll be a line out for App right at that spot.
See, App State could be trying to take its first possession of this second half here.
That's what they're definitely looking to do. However, I mean, as we do with scrums, when it comes to lineouts, we also have one of our ace specialists out there. One of our jumpers will be Maddie Adams, and so she is really adept at being able to not just get the ball, but she can steal the ball like none other. She's definitely one of the best jumpers I've seen in my years playing. So she's definitely looking to steal this ball here and get that ball back for the pack. Oh, and Maddie was able to mess with it. Oh, and we got the ball back. Just that little tap was able to get the ball. Oh, it looks like App has got it, but they're not doing anything with it. It is quite a mess back there. Great tackle there by Lainey McKnight. So that'll be another line out, but this time it'll be for the Wolfpack. And that number 2 there, Lainey, she will be the person who gets to throw the ball in. And so she'll also set a call. So we'll see what kind of call she calls for the line out here. And based on that, the forwards will all do that play, if you will. So it looks like there was a penalty. The line out, for the line out, the ball was apparently not thrown straight down the tunnel. So that will be up to App State to decide whether they want to, I believe, scrum down or do it again. So it appears they want to do another line out. So it looks like the Wolfpack's coaches have a plan going on right now. This could be interesting to see these forward players kind of intermingling with the backs. If they can get that ball, they're golden. Oh, wow, Laney made that tackle. So App's got the ball, and they're driving. Oh, but that's a knock-on. So it looks like somebody has been hurt. They're going to take a quick moment to see what that's about. Appears to be an App player down on the field.
They're rushing out there with water, so it looks like it could possibly be some sort of heat-related.
And yes, that could very well be the case, honestly. But typically, they run out with water just because, I mean, of course, the players have been, running really hard. And so you really don't know how long some of these injury timeouts can be. So it's a good idea to just keep them hydrated, especially in this hot weather, and make sure that at least your other players are good during this time when we try to figure out what could be the issue with this injured player, which we hope everything is okay.
She does appear to be sitting up.
Okay. And that's definitely a good sign, all things considered. You never want to see a player go down like that. that does bring us to another thing. As we talked about before, I mean, the Wolfpacks definitely had a lot of injuries to some of our starting players last spring. I myself tore my ACL against ECU last year, and we have a couple other backliners who also tore their ACLs, including Sydney Smith. So we expect to get everybody back hopefully by the spring, and have that for Matrix season, which is kind of like our conference play.
You anticipate yourself being able to play in the spring?
I anticipate it.
I
if
bet
all
you're
things go well.
I bet you're looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to get back to be able to, hit some people, but mostly to score some tries. And I kind of feel like I have just a little bit of score to settle with ECU, so kind of excited for that. But it'll definitely be fun getting back on the field, getting to play with my team. So we're really looking forward to that. We're really trying to make sure that all of our injured players are, healthy, that they're definitely going to their physical therapy and everything like that. And we're really trying to avoid any injuries this season as best we can.
How difficult is it having to, watch your teammates out there but not being able to play with them?
Oh, it's hard. I've been playing rugby probably 6 years now, and this is the first time I haven't really been on the field per se. So it's been difficult. I mean, I think that definitely the first game of the season, that was probably the worst, just because I could see everything going on. I was kind of coaching on the sidelines, and it's you see the ball and you're I could do that. I know what to do, and you're trying to coach a rookie through it. So it does wear on you a little bit, but I think it's been a great experience, though, especially for all of our injured players, to be able to teach some of the newer players how we do it and how they can be successful. And there goes Caitlin again. Oh, Becky's got the ball. She's running sideways up the field. Courtney is powering through. Wow. So the Pack is really trying to get that ball out, trying to make something of this.
As you see them kind of trying to move it sideways before they try to move it down the field again to get away from that dangerous situation on the sideline.
Yeah. Now, there is a fear, though, in running sideways, though, in that, you don't really make as much progress than you do, going up the field. Here goes Jill, one of our rookies this year. And another Alyssa. So, yeah, we've got some really big, powerful rookies this year, especially in the Pack. The fronts are doing really well because of it. They're much-needed additions.
So the aforementioned debut of rugby in the Olympics, did you guys see more of an influx of new players, maybe a larger group coming in than you would in years past?
Definitely. I mean, we could definitely tell more people were interested in it. They were more excited for rugby. The funniest thing was, even over the summer, people would reach out and be like, hey, do you guys still have rugby? When can I sign up? When can I join you guys? Because I want to be a part of that. And so, yeah, we've got a great group of rookies this year, a whole nother try right there. So that's great to see. But we've got some really enthusiastic rookies this year. We had a really enthusiastic class of rookies this year that came in that were really interested in giving rugby a try after seeing what it was in the Olympics and how great that turned out to be.
Definitely seeing a sport on the national stage like that can definitely increase popularity. I know in World Cup years we tend to see a spike in popularity of soccer, and the same thing goes for other sports.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
A reminder to our viewers that shortly after this game at 3 p.m. today, we will be bringing you a men's club soccer game here on Pack TV. As Parker Lee and Blake Clifton, I believe, will be bringing you the action there. I will be here, but I will trade my headset in for a camera.
Yeah, the longer we're out here, the more the heat really intensifies. So you definitely want to make sure your players are very well hydrated in situations like today. It's very toasty out.
Yeah, definitely don't want to see any sort of dehydration or heat exhaustion take its toll, especially, in a win like this. You want to be careful to conserve your players.
Exactly.
So that you don't run the risk of damaging them when you have a lot of future games coming up.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, when will we see women's club rugby back in action next after today?
So next week we have a game against UNC. That'll be at UNC. But the weekend after we have 2 home games. I believe they are with Navy. That'll be our first match. I believe that's the 15th, so October 15th. And then the 22nd we'll be here against VTech. So that'll be a really good game. So that'll definitely be 2 matches you definitely want to check out. You want to be there for. They're going to be really physical and should make for really great viewing.
And I'm sure that game at UNC is a really big one circled on the calendar for this team as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
As any NC State-Carolina match, no matter the sport, no matter the level is.
There's always a rivalry there. Yep. And there looks to be another scrum this time. It will be going to the Wolfpack as App State kind of fumbled that one a little bit forward, as we say, knock on. And I think one of the bigger issues they've been having is that when they do have possession of the ball, they haven't been able to capitalize on it. And if you can't capitalize on it, I think the Wolfpack definitely has shown that they will. They will get a hold of that ball, and they will run it up your throat. So I think until Ajo's really able to, show them that we can do it, I just don't see them coming back into this one. And that's our ball. Uh-oh. That's a knock-on. So App's got the ball now. Let's see what they can do with it, if anything. Oh, and that's a nice run there, but an even better tackle by Courtney Holmes. There's a little mess on the ball, and it looks like Hannah's got the ball out of that one. And there's Goose again. So it looks like the forwards are potting up. And oh my God, that was quite the collision to see. So it looks like one of the Wolfpacks is down. Possibly Alex Fisk, it appears, on first look. See if they can get her to stand up or sit up at all.
Yeah, definitely something the Wolfpack does not want to see
Definitely.
towards the end of this game, especially with the lead that they have is injuries.
Right. Especially going into a game next week against UNC. I mean, you definitely you can't go into a rivalry game, down with a bunch of injuries because it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't really put you into a place of power. So we'd really like to be able to see that all of our players come out of this unscathed and really with that mindset that we can win, we can do this, and ready to go for next week.
Well, the good news for the Pack is if this turns out to not be serious, and if there are bumps and bruises, you do have a week off to let those heal and get everybody up to full strength for that game.
Exactly. And that game will be a little bit interesting. It'll be actually one of those Saturday night games at UNC. And so we'll get the chance to kind of play under the light. And so that'll be
cool.
a cool experience. Yeah, for especially a lot of rookies because, of course, everybody wants to play a game under the, the Friday night lights or Saturday night lights, if you will. So I think it'll be a good experience for everybody.
Yeah, and you'll have a big crowd for that one, especially on a Saturday night. UNC fans, and not far up the road, I'm sure you'll get plenty of traveling state fans there as well.
Oh, yeah. Our fans travel well, very well. We'll have a lot of probably friends, families. Just kind of everybody will come out, especially to see a rival like that, a big old rivalry. I definitely could see a lot of people coming, checking us out for that. And it looks like they have gotten Alex to sit up.
She is standing now.
Yep.
Walking under her own power. That's good to see.
Yeah. And they're clapping her off because that's, of course, the respectful way of doing it. It appears she's fine.
It doesn't appear to be limping or anything like that.
No, and they're allowing her to play again, so she must be okay.
Just got the wind knocked out of her.
Probably. And that does happen sometimes. Occasionally you'll fall on the ball or something like that, and it'll just rock your world for a couple minutes. So hopefully that was the case instead of something serious or anything like that. So it looks like this is going to be another scrum. The way Courtney Holmes is holding the ball, I would assume it's to the Wolfpack, but we will see in a few minutes. Oh, I don't know. It's like 12:30. So it should be over soon. All right, and here we go with this Wolfpack scrum. Getting that very low posture by everybody in there. Really helpful. And Courtney Holmes is getting that ball out. She's got to the fly half. She's getting it out all the way to the back line. Down to that wing. And Jasmine is trying to skate through as best she can. Oh, and there goes Keely Moore again. Oh, wow. That was quite a collision. And we'll see if they went out there or if that was just a knock-on. Appears to be a knock-on. So it looks like it'll be an App State scrum there. And that ball is out. Oh, wow. That was quite a catch by Courtney. That was going to be an ugly pass. That. Oh, and the ball's gone forward. Hannah's been able to pick that up, use it. So the back line has it. They're trying to get it all the way out. Oh, and Goose has that. She has a little space. Oh, and Rebecca's gotten that offload, and she's got it. She's going up the field. Oh, my God, that is it. That is a try.
Very nice quickness and elusiveness there. Just making those cuts to the inside, the outside, and get by those App defenders.
And so for her, that is her first try that she's ever scored. That's what you call a Zulu right there for new players, for new rookies. And so that will be a huge thing for her later on.
A very nice moment for her there.
Oh, yeah. And it's a great way to score your first try, too. A nice little offload and just to be able to finish it with your own little quick step. Oh, that was nice.
Well, will she keep the ball that she gets her Zulu with? Will she get to keep that ball?
Unfortunately, no. But she still has that nice little memory to go with. And that kick looks to be good.
Balls, the property of University Recreation, do not get to be turned into mementos.
Right, unfortunately. So it looks like Aho is about to kick off again. Said before, you know, Wolfpack hasn't really had to kick off to Aho at all because of their inability to score. Oh, wow, and there is Alyssa Weston going down the field. She might have this if she can get by her. Oh, my God, that is it. So that's another Zulu. Oh, wow. Is it upheld or is it fine? I think they gave it to her. We'll
to be
find out in a second. Hold on.
Shaking up on the hit there a little bit.
Definitely. It was quite an impact on that hit. That was a wild one. But it appears that they gave her the try, so that'll be first try for Alyssa. She's one of our new rookies to the pack, and she has been killing it ever since joining this this fall.
She gets the Zulu, but
Yep.
pays the price.
Oh, yeah. That was quite a monster hit.
Interesting with rugby as opposed to most sports that the team that just scored is awarded possession of the ball after their score.
Exactly. It's kind of one of those make it and take it kind of things. Let's see how this kick will go. And that looks good.
Now with rugby, is it like football? Do you have a designated person to make those kicks? Do you have like a person who's designated as the kicker, or does that kind of get spread around a little bit?
Typically you want to choose a kicker, somebody who's just completely designated as your kicker. But what we've been able to do, we've noticed that this year we have a great kicking class, and so we've been able to really spread that responsibility around. In the first half, you saw Becky being able to kick it. Now you have Sarah Bowman, our fly half, kicking it. One of our props, Megan Davidson, she's also really good at kicking. So we have a number of people who can really just kind of kick that ball really well and who are available to make the kicks if need be.
Always good to have depth on your roster and versatility at all positions.
Definitely. And we've been lucky enough to have a lot of versatile players on our team throughout our team, really. Oh, so luckily for her, that ball went backwards, but we'll have to play it to the ref. Looks like the pack still has the ball. And there goes Lily Soliday. Oh, wow, and Jill is just powering through these people. Courtney's got a little space. See if Lily can get that ball again. See what she can do. Lily's definitely one of our tougher players out here. She's big and she's got a nice lower body, able to really just cement herself in. There goes Goose again. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that stiff arm. Jesus Christ. Oh, and she is off. There is no stopping Goose. She is gone. Oh, wow. Oh. That offload. Oh, wow, that's a soul crusher right there. So sometimes that does happen indeed where, you've got all the momentum going your way, you're about to score a try, and sometimes those offloads just don't work out for you. So they're setting up for another scrum. Deep in App State territory. All right, and Courtney's got that ball. And they've got it. That's another Wolfpack try. Or actually, never mind. They were able to bring them down. That's a penalty. So the ball will be going to App State.
Now what do we have here?
So right now what App's going to do, because they're so deep in their territory, you're really almost forced to kick. And so they're going to try to kick for a touch or try to kick it where it's out of bounds. Oh, and unfortunately they weren't able to do so. And number 21, Maddie Adams, was able to skate in there. Let's see if she can get the score. Looks like there'll be a scrum down to App State. Fortunately, she wasn't able to do it. But Maddie's really fast off of that. And whenever you kick, there's always that possibility that the opposition can take the ball and actually just run it right back towards you, especially being deep in the territory, in App State territory. You know, the fear is that one of the wings could get that ball and just run it right in front of your face. So let's see if the Wolfpack can, again, capitalize off of the situation. So this looks to be a App State put in. Oh, and Courtney stole the ball. Wow. Wasn't straight, so the ball wasn't put in straight into the scrum. So what that usually means is that the scrum half actually put the ball in a little bit closer to their side, and you're supposed to put it right down the channel in between the two opposing sides.
So when they reset it for that, will they change the put in, or which team is putting it in, or?
No, usually it'll be the same person, and they just have to do it again. But this time the ref or the sir will be watching a little bit closer. And if you continue to do it a certain number of times, then the sir will switch it over to the other team. Let's see if the Wolfpack can steal this one. And they do. And they've got it. Oh, Jill is bowling through people. So not yet. It appears App State is really putting up some very good defense right now. They are probably easily within their 5-meter line. And they're definitely putting up a bigger struggle now. So it's definitely good to see this late in the game when everybody's really tired, everybody's, put in a lot of minutes. It's nice to see that they're, still trying to play. So App's going to put in the ball again. Not straight again. And scrumming down is actually really hard work, especially for the forwards that you have. So what this is really doing is effectively wearing down our forward pack players. And so if the Wolfpack is able to get the ball out of this, what you really want to be able to do is to dish it out to your back line, who's really fresh right now. They haven't had to do a lot of the pushing and shoving right now. So they've got fresh legs, and they're ready to go, especially if you can get out wide past that last AHO defender. Oh, that's ugly. See what the sir decides to do. Looks like it'll be another scrum. We're the Wolfpack. Server's taking a lot of time here in between scrums. So they're getting ready to scrum down again. And even from this vantage point, you can really see how low the pack is able to get down. And over the top, you can see kind of Aho's people a little bit higher up, which you really don't want. It's putting a little bit more strain on their backs. There goes Jill and Courtney. And they finally got that try. Way to go, Courtney. So that one took a lot of work.
Yeah, so even with all the scrums and resets, Wolfpack able to keep the ball deep in the Aho zone there and just eventually muscle their way through for another try.
Exactly. And so I think, you know, if anything, those are honestly probably the worst things that can really weigh on you, especially when you're defending like that. I mean, App State did a great job right there, being able to just hold them within the 5 and keeping them from scoring. But it definitely wears on you when you can't, when you put up your best defensive plays of the day, your defensive performance, and then, you know, the other team's still able to score on you. That definitely weighs on you a lot, especially towards the end of the game. And they're lining up for this kick. We'll see if Sarah Bowman can get this. It's a little bit trickier of a shot. Oh, only a little bit more distance.
It sounds like we have 4 minutes to go here in this game. We've heard an announcement from one of the Wolfpack coaches, so the time winding down as the Wolfpack leads here 81-0.
Quite a kick by App State right there. And there goes Amanda Bentley, one of our new rookies. It's her first game, actually. And they are just barreling through, using those bigger forwards to just obliterate that line. Oh, a little miscue, but they're able to hold on to the ball. So they're playing that knock on. And it'll go to App State. Definitely a lot of scrums in this game. And there goes Jill. She is off. Oh, wow. Definite miscue there. And App State's able to take advantage with their 8. That is Hannah Clark, actually.
Yeah, that one is cleanly intercepted there.
Oh, yeah. And then you have Anna Carla taking the ball. Oh, and a little misread by the wing. Oh, and some playing on the ground. That's one thing you definitely can't do in rugby. Once you put the ball down, you cannot touch it. When it is on the ground, nobody touches that. especially underneath a ruck. So Courtney Holmes is going to take this penalty. Presumably the ball is going to go to the forwards. Or maybe to the backs. So it's out to the backs. And they are getting out wide with no issues. There goes Liz Collins, our number 12. And back to Sarah Bowman. There goes Jasmine Gary, the weak wing. And Courtney again powering through with that strong stiff arm. Wow. So they're really successful today using those offloads. Just a very quick pop to their friends and able to get that ball out wide then to the backs. And there goes Liz cutting through. They've got it out to the wing again. Let's see what Rebecca do. Is that still Rebecca? That is her second try of the day. You can definitely feel that the Pack is feeling themselves in this game.
It definitely seems to be a lot of confidence out there, and why wouldn't there be with this dominating performance by NC State here today?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So Bowman is again lining up for this kick. Might be a little bit of a difficult angle just because of where the ball was put down. Oh, she's going to do it herself. Oh. And that will do it. That is the game. Yep.
Just really, Aaliyah, dominating performance here. NC State Women's Club Rugby defeats App State 86-0. What did you see here today that allowed NC State to put up such a large margin of victory?
I think they were really just playing, as a real team. I mean, you definitely saw some smooth transitions between the backliners and the forwards today in ways, it's sometimes very rare to see. They were able to use their strong physicality and their fitness to be able to really get around App as well as through App and their defensive line. And I think the strong leadership from a lot of the vets is very, very indicative of, not just the philosophy that our team has of how to win, but it also shows that, we've got the tools, we've got the resources that are there for us to be, perennial conference champs.
Well, definitely looked like it today, and we saw this great victory here from NC State Women's Club Rugby. Now, don't go too far, folks, because as I said, we'll be back shortly with men's club soccer. But for now, this has been NC State Women's Club Rugby with their 86-0 defeat over App State. I'm Andrew Schnicker, bringing you with Pack TV, bringing you into the Pack.